police has expedited investigations into the 60 kg gold smuggling scam and has recorded statement from former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun's son as well. Also in this edition of Kantipur News, we have updates about Koshi province politics, a possible Russia visit of North Korea's Kim Jong-un, and the Asia Cup match between Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. Good evening, I'm Prarambha, Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Police record statement from former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun's son Dipesh for alleged involvement in the 60 kg gold smuggling scam. Preparations underway to furnish the report within a week. Supreme Court hearing continues into the writ against the vote of confidence received by Koshi Chief Minister. Koshi province politics awaiting the verdict of the apex court. North Korea's leader plans to travel to Russia this month to meet President Vladimir Putin. The two leaders expected to discuss possibility of North Korea providing Moscow with weapons. And Sri Lanka playing Afghanistan in their Group B match of the Asia Cup. Afghanistan in need of a huge margin win to progress to the Super 4. The Central Investigation Bureau (CIB) of Nepal Police has made preparation to submit the investigation report of the 60 kg gold smuggling scandal within a week. The CIB has made preparations to submit the investigation report on the 60 kg gold smuggling scandal under organized crime by the mid of September, as they had been allocated a 60-day deadline. The CIB that has arrested 29 individuals, including 7 foreign nationals, and has also recorded statements from former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun's son Dipesh. Pun, who was found to have connection with one of the accused in the scandal, Dawa Chering, was summoned at the office of the CIB to record his statement. Prior to this, Vice Chairperson of CPN Maharashtra Center, Krishna Bahadur Maharaj's son, Rahul, had been arrested. Police have suspected that Dawa had been smuggling gold into Nepal with the backing of Rahul and Dawa. Likewise, statement has been collected from the Managing Director of the Department of Revenue Investigations, Jhalakram Adhikari. As per the investigation, Chinese nationals are supposed to be on the higher rank than Dawa. A team of CIB is currently in Hong Kong for investigations into the case. CIB sources have said that the store from where the gold was purchased has been identified. However, they have said that the administration has refrained from providing assistance to identify the individuals involved. A group of Chinese nationals have been found to be involved in smuggling gold through Hong Kong to Nepal and India. However, the country's administration has not assisted in providing information of the individuals sending the gold. According to CIB sources, transactions of up to 1 billion rupees have been carried out at a time. A team of experts have been conducting investigation as payment for the gold had been done through cryptocurrencies. A team of 33 police personnel, including 2 Deputy Inspector General, led by CIB head Kiran Bajracharya, has been investigating the case. Police have suspected that some Chinese nationals involved in the case have been absconding. They have made preparation to issue red corner notice against them through the Interpol after submitting the investigation report as well. The hearing on the writ filed against the procedure used by Koshi Chief Minister Uddhav Thapa to generate a vote of confidence continued at the Supreme Court today as well. Lawyers representing the writ applicant had put forward their statements yesterday, while government attorney and legal representatives of the defendant made their statements today. The writ is being heard at the full bench of Supreme Court Justices Sapna Pradhan Malla, Kumar Chudal and Nakul Subedi. Senior lawyers Tikaram Vatarai, Ramesh Badal and Surendra Vandari, among others, are representing the writ applicant. While making their statements, they had said that the person chairing the province assembly meeting participating in the voting process was unconstitutional. On this ground, they have demanded formation of the government under the leadership of the largest party as provisioned by the sub-article 3 of the article 168 of the Constitution of Nepal. A UML parliamentary party leader of the province, Hikmat Kumar Karki, had registered a writ at the Supreme Court on the 23rd of August, terming the vote of confidence received by Chief Minister Thapa unconstitutional. Israel Mansouri, who was chairing the province assembly meeting, had also voted to ensure 47 votes required for Chief Minister Thapa to generate the trust vote. The writ filed against 52 appointments by the then KP Sharma Oli-led government at the Constitutional Commissions through a controversial ordinance has been pending at the Constitutional Bench for over 2 years. The justices have been dodging the case, citing court procedures, and as a result, there are chances the case will not be concluded even when the appointed individuals retire. Experts say the scenario also raises questions on the judiciary being affected by political forces. Despite not meeting the quorum requirement, the then government had issued an ordinance to make the appointment recommendation on 2 rounds. The first round of recommendation of 32 individuals were made on December 15, 2020, followed by the second round on the 4th of May 2021, when 20 individuals were recommended to various constitutional commissions. Initially, the then Chief Justice Cholendra Samachar Rana announced of refraining from the writ hearing. However, a writ was filed by Ganesh Regmi demanding for the presence of a Chief Justice as per constitutional provision. This was followed by an order to hold the hearing by a single bench of Justice Hari Fuyal on the 2nd of September 2021, despite Acting Chief Justice Deepak Kumar Karki beginning the hearing a year ago. A hearing has been scheduled for the 13th of September this month by incumbent Chief Justice Vishwambar Prasad Shrestha. Officials appointed through the controversial process are currently working at the constitutional commissions, despite the case yet to conclude, raising questions if they have the authority to make any decisions while at their positions. The delay in holding hearing has also raised questions on the intentions of the justices. As the old adage goes, justice delayed is justice denied. Stakeholders are concerned in the delay, if the delay seen in delivering justice indicates and invites more irregularities at the judiciary. Saying Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba has resumed taking decisions without consultations again, the group of Shekhar Koirala has begun voicing concerns yet again. Senior leader of the party, Shekhar Koirala, and General Secretary Gagan Thapa's faction have become disgruntled, alleging Deuba of not involving them while making decisions after the conclusion of the party's Central Committee meeting on the 26th of July. Leaders of the party have grown discontent, saying Deuba unilaterally appointed the chair of the parliamentary committees. There were reports of improvement in the relationship between Congress President Deuba and senior leader Koirala following the election of the parliamentary party in the Nepali month of Push last year. Leader Koirala had even stopped criticizing Deuba. However, in recent times, Koirala has intensified talks among the leaders close to him. Despite all the criticisms, Deuba has yet to change his ways. Deuba has been focused only on the 15th General Assembly of the party that will be held prior to the election of the House of Representatives 4 years later. The distribution of lumpy drinking water in the capital is expected to be further delayed. The distribution has been halted since the 22nd of June this year, since the beginning of monsoon season, and was earlier expected to resume from mid of September this month. However, the Melamchi Drinking Water Development Committee has informed that the headworks has been damaged by flood and Gegran has blocked the tunnel entrance. 2 local levels of Dhankuta have increased the amount for lunch of students at community schools. After the federal government limited the lunch program to the 5th grade through its budget, Chhattar Jorpati Rural Municipality of Dharan has increased the fund for the program. The rural municipality has begun providing 20 rupees per student to 13 schools that operate until grade 6. Meanwhile, Saguri Gadi Rural Municipality has also added 10 rupees to the fund provided by the federal government and increased it to 25 rupees. Officials of the rural municipalities have said that the amounts have been increased with the objective of retaining the attraction towards community schools. Locals in Sankhwa Sabha have obstructed movements at the entrance and powerhouse of the under construction 900 megawatt Earl and Third hydropower project since 4 days. They have obstructed the region, citing delay in distribution of compensation for the Chiangkuti-Fukua road section. They say the government has been making excuses in distributing the compensation amount. On the 9th of May this year, the District Administration Office Sankhwa Sabha's Compensation Determination Committee had set the compensation for each ropani of land to be used for the project at 1,175,000 rupees. The project is being looked after by Indian company Satlas. Over 22,000 cattle in Nuwakot and Raswa districts have suffered from lumpy skin disease. Of them, 1,300 have died, and farmers in the 2 districts have incurred a total loss of 1 billion rupees due to the epidemic. Lumpy skin spread began from around March this year, and it has taken the form of an epidemic due to lack of awareness and treatment services. The most affected regions include Nuwakot's Mangong and Kespang, and Rasua's Gosaikunda, Uttar Gaya and Nakunda rural municipalities. The center has meanwhile said the number of infections have gone down in recent days adding that at one point 40 farmers reported of their livestock being infected per day, which stands at 2 to 3 farmers these days. Despite the lapse of 1 year since the caving of the suspension bridge over the Veri River near Cheragad in the border of Salyan and Jajarkot, the bridge is yet to be reconstructed. Almost 300 families of Bangad Kupinde municipality have been facing problems in commuting after the bridge caved in following incessant rainfall. The middle section of the suspension bridge has touched the Veri River after the pillar of the bridge caved in. However, the local residents have been taking risks and using the same bridge to cross the river. The 157-meter-long bridge was built 8 years ago. And now, before we wrap up, here's a look into the top stories one more time. Police records statement from former Vice President Nandar Bahadur Pun's son Dipesh for alleged involvement in the 60 kg gold smuggling scam. Preparations underway to furnish the report within a week. Supreme Court hearing continues into the writ against the vote of confidence received by Koshi Chief Minister. Koshi province politics awaiting the verdict of the apex court. North Korea's leader plans to travel to Russia this month to meet President Vladimir Putin. The two leaders expected to discuss possibility of North Korea providing Moscow with weapons. And Sri Lanka playing Afghanistan in their Group B match of the Asia Cup. Afghanistan in need of a huge margin win to progress to the Super 4 stage. That is all for the moment. Our next news bulletin is at 10:30 p.m. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.